Hello and welcome to this week's tarot reading for the Zodiac of Aries. I hope this finds you well. I trust you use your own intuition as your primary instrument of resonance. Leave behind what does not reverberate. Tarot does not tell the future. The only thing that determines your future is how you react, reflect, and respond to the messages herein. I suggest getting a piece of paper and pen so that you can write down any streams of consciousness that come to you as we go through your reading. And this is going to be an extended reading for the autumn equinox and the full moon that is happening in Pisces. And just before we start your reading, I want you to reflect on where you were at in March 2021, because the full moon that is happening this week is bringing the new moon that happened in March to a close. So if you have a journal entry or you just want to take a moment to think about where you were back in March, around about the 18th of March, the 20th of March, and think about the journey that you have taken up until now as we bring this cycle to a close, not only for the full moon but also the equinox, which is the cycle of cycles, the harvest that happens in September. So the first card that I have for you this week is from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and it is the Dance Unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to be revealed to you with greater clarity. Just like sands shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. I also have the Primordial card and the Apep card from the Egyptian Book of Doors. And Primordial card is about your dream's dream. It is the symbols that are given to you, the symbols of mystery, and they're given to you in your nocturnal journeys in that darkness, the primordial darkness. And Apep is the great enemy of Ra, or the great enemy of light, and he represents the oppression or the surfacing of unconscious fears and memories, and these things must be confronted, and dreams are a very prominent example of where these memories, fears, anxieties can present themselves to you in a way that you can tackle them in a more safe environment. You can't die in your dreams. You can die in your dreams, but you can't eternally die in your dreams, or you cannot be harmed physically in your dreams. So they're kind of like this state where you can practice confronting things, practice fighting things, practice your own power, and no harm will come to you that is long lasting. So really diving into your dreams, your nocturnal sleep patterns, and seeing if you can tackle or confront anything that has been causing you some distress, and really overcoming them. Ra, the sun god, overcame Apep every morning, and the darkest time was actually just before the light, when Apep would try to stop Ra from rising, the sun rising. So the saying goes, it is darkest just before the light, and the same can be said for that dream state. You can really address anything that is causing you fear or is unpleasant in those nocturnal states, and even in meditation, in the darkness. And then when you arise into the light, you may find a sense of power that you didn't have before, or a solution may come to you from those dreams. And I did a roll of the dice, and the number 1 came up. So if 1 means anything to you, take it as it resonates. But 1 is the card of the Magician. So really harnessing your power, the root of your power, is the message that is coming through from that number there. For the Rider-Waite cards, we have the King of Wands, the Star, Temperance, the Strength card. The Nine of Wands has come up twice, as well as the High Priestess and the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a battle card, and the Nine of Wands, one being upright, one being reverse, denotes that you have overcome any trials or tribulations, and you are now able to take that rest and take that reprieve. The Star is a card of hope, and Temperance here is kind of like a guardian angel. You know, you're being looked after, you're being watched over by some sort of guardian angel, some sort of spirit guide, and you know, there are mountains in the background, and on the primordial card as well there is a mountain as well. And since the primordial card is from the Supra Oracle deck, which deals with Jungian psychology, when we think about mountains, the mountain is the ego. It is something that we have to conquer, something that we have to overcome, and it can be quite difficult, dangerous, confronting. But if you look on the Temperance card, there is the Sun there, which is the super ego. So it's getting above the ego and really connecting into spirit, into that super consciousness. And you know, that's what the angel represents. It has one foot on the ground and one foot in the pool of water, and there's that tempering of the conscious and the unconscious to create that super conscious, and to bring in that awareness. And in your dreams, bringing in that awareness of what your dreams are trying to tell you, bring in that awareness of the lessons that you can learn, the lessons that you can explore in your dreams, so that you can elevate yourself into that super conscious state in your waking life, and be really in control of what it is that you are setting your mind to as the King of Wands there. And you know, he's steadfast in his decisions, his creativity, his power, and there is a little newt that is sitting beside him there, and that represents that little like supernatural inkling, or that subconscious magical element that comes into the King of Wands and his knowing. It's like it kind of reminds me of Mulan, where she has that little dragon that was sent by the elders to look after her. And you know, he is like, I'm a really powerful dragon, but he's actually quite small. And you know, that's what reptiles kind of are. They have this primordial superpower that we can learn from, and we can tap into. So it seems here with this reading for this week, and coming into the close of this full moon and the equinox, the harvest, with the High Priestess reverse and all these other cards, there is a sense of hope in that you are able to synthesize these dreams, these intuitive feelings, these anxieties, you know, any discomforts that you have been feeling through the last 6 months. You are able to bring them to a close, and to actually understand what they are and confront them, and be bold in your actions, and be hopeful for the future, that this is the end of a cycle and the start of a new one, that you can start to culminate, and you can start to cultivate the ground again. And just like with APEP, the light comes after the darkness, after the struggle in that darkness, and overcoming those situations. And just like the Kuan Yin card said, there will be greater clarity, and there will be a shifting, a shift that you will feel within inside yourself, and outside of yourself as well. And there will be that relief and the confirmation that you are on the right path, that you are doing the right thing, that you you know, are stronger than you think that you are, and you're more capable than you think you are to overcome these things. And even if you're not overcoming anything, it could just mean that you are able to stay grounded as well, because being in that in-between state, being in that middle way, and that constant cycle of overcoming any variables that come up in your life or anything that tries to obstruct you. Ra every day has to deal with APEP. Like, it's almost like, really? Like, we're doing this again? But it doesn't really matter to Ra. He knows what to do. He knows what the chaos will do, and he brings order to that. He overcomes that serpent, and he overcomes it with his friends as well. He's not the only one that is on his solar ship that goes to defeat Ra, but it is that ever those little microcycles, and when you understand those microcycles of the fight and then the victory, or the conscious versus the unconscious, the variables versus the fixed, and the order versus chaos, those sorts of things. When you understand these microcycles, and to an extent you have that foresight, so you can almost outplay or outmove anything that stands in your way, because in reality nothing actually stands in your way. You are able to traverse through those obstacles, and even fly to the top of that mountain if you know how to overcome your ego, or the steps that you need to take in order to not buy into your ego as well. Like, it really tempts us to it really tempts us in a way, whereas sometimes we have to take the higher ground, or be the better person, or whatever it is, and you can just fly to the top of that mountain, the primordial mountain, and reach that super ego, and be able to again synthesize the left and the right hand path with ease, and become that magician that has almost complete control, foresight, and understanding of the situation even before it has transpired as well. But what this is saying to me is to use and to utilize your dreams more as a playground, or as a training ground for the obstacles that you face in your day-to-day life. Before you go to bed, if there's something that is ailing you, instead of laying there thinking about it constantly, and stressing over it, you can just say to your higher self, hey, when I go to bed, when I go to sleep, I want to be put into a training program, kind of like the Matrix. I want to be put into a training program where I can play out this scenario and overcome it, or show me the way to overcome it, or put me into that situation in my dream and show me the answer in whatever capacity that I will understand. You load yourself up with the training program in your subconscious mind, and then when you wake up, you know the answer, you know how to fix it, you know how to tackle the situation, or you have that hope, that healing power, that strength that you need for the next day, whatever it is that you need. Just ask to be loaded up with it. It's like the Matrix. Just load up the program. You got it all inside you, and you just have to ask. That's the other thing. You just have to ask your higher self. Ask that super ego to provide for you, and to show you and direct you, and it will not deny you. There's no point in it denying you. Why bother having a super ego or a higher self if it's just going to say nah? Like, that's just stupid to me, to think of that way. So yeah, and again, just looking at the Kuan Yin card, the last line, I'll just reiterate it: be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. And this could even be in meditation with your eyes open, that Raja Yoga, where you are able to meditate anytime, any place, and you're just open. You've just opened yourself up to the possibilities and the messages from that subconscious realm, from that primordial realm, and there's no limit to when you can receive those messages. You just have to be patient in order for them to come through, and also patient in yourself in understanding them, because you can only understand as much as you are ready to understand. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading for the full moon and equinox, and I wish you a wonderful harvest. Thanks for listening. Bye.